Hi, I'm Daniel and welcome to this week's episode of the news! Not the prettiest of ways to end a 20th anniversary montage, Sony and Game got into a spot of bother with their recent competition to sell the limited edition 20th anniversary PS4s we reported on not long ago. The competition involved a website displaying many game characters, and for the duration of the competition, Sony would tweet a clue from its account, of which the answer would lead to a character that could be clicked on. The first 100 people to fill out the subsequent form were then given a chance to purchase the limited edition console. A couple of exploits were discovered, allowing users to bypass solving a clue and were able to share the link to the form with others. 5 users were also able to purchase 2 of the systems, with some appearing on eBay. After complaints of the competition being unfair, the Advertising Standards Authority stepped in and had this to say. Because, for the reasons given, the promotion had caused unnecessary disappointment, we concluded that it had not been administered fairly, and therefore that it had breached the code. We told Sony Computer Entertainment UK Limited and Game Retail Limited to ensure that future promotions were administered fairly and avoided causing unnecessary disappointment to participants. So, a slap on the wrist and a good telling off, just what any big corporation needs. It seems like this may have just been an oversight in the design of the competition. Hopefully Sony has learned some lessons from the experience, but congrats if you were one of the lucky few to bag yourself a limited edition PS4. I am suitably jealous. Because even Rocky had a montage. In a delightful video announcement featuring Reggie Fils-Aime, some extremely 90s footage and a montage, Nintendo have announced the 2015 Nintendo World Championships. With the finals being held on E3 weekend, the competition has not been seen for 25 years, with the last one being held in 1990. The championships will involve many different Nintendo games, though few details have been released yet, but Nintendo have set up an E3 page so that you can keep up to date with all of their announcements. They've also announced the date and time of this year's digital event, which will be June 16th at 9 AM Pacific time, or around 5 PM for all you denizens of Britain. Sadly, the event is only open to US residents, but if it's well received, who knows, it could be the start of a whole new level of esports. Trailers kind of montages. The next Assassin's Creed game, which we found out a little while ago would be set in London, has been announced with a title. Assassin's Creed Syndicate will have you taking on the role of 2 characters, Jacob and Evie Fry, taking on the Templar-controlled gangs of Victorian London to take back the city. A 9-minute long gameplay sneak peek and a trailer have been released so far, so there's plenty to see in those. The gameplay video shows off the new, quicker fighting system, an improved eagle vision, and the addition of carriages as a mode of transport. London looks beautiful as ever, and I'm itching to play it. Although the video is pre-alpha footage and may bear no resemblance to the final game, it's interesting to see how the title is developing. There is a prospective release date of October 23rd for consoles and a very vague fall 2015 for PC gamers. But Ubisoft has confirmed it will no longer develop or release titles, except for the more casual and smaller digital titles, for Xbox 360 and PS3. Now's the time to step up a generation. What's a montage when it isn't a montage? Who knows, but here's some Xbox news. A Spanish retailer may have accidentally leaked a new 1TB Xbox One. The online retailer recently displayed a listing for an Xbox One Basic, complete with an image of the box, on its website before quickly removing it. Screenshots were taken and the system seems to include a 1TB hard drive, bigger than any general release system has had so far aside from the Advanced Warfare Limited Edition console. It also releases the week after E3 on the same day as Rocksteady's Arkham Knight. This is probably one of those things Microsoft was hoping to keep under its belt for a while at least, but what can you do? According to Techno Buffalo, the new large capacity system may be just the answer they need to raising the price point of the console without sales dropping too low, as consumers may feel they're getting more for their money. But I suppose E3 will bring the official announcements of all the things you already know. That's news! Are you interested in a 1TB Xbox? Did you enter Sony's competition? And will you be watching the live Nintendo final? Don't forget to tickle my unicorn to subscribe. If you missed our last video, you can catch it here. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. See you next time.